I am Penny Beeman with Yooper, Paws of Love, and I have my puppies Azul and Cam hanging out with me today. We're going to kind of have a fun talk about love, and I am here today with a good friend and also another dog trainer. Go ahead, Cindy, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Cindy Campbell of Campbell Dog Training, and I'm here with my pretending to be well-behaved standard poodle, Nick. And we're going to have a wonderful conversation today.
Exactly. Well, this is February, so I mean, we kind of got to talk about love.
It's perfect time.
Oh, yes. Good timing, good. And I'm writing the blog post on it all month, so it's fresh in my mind. Been doing lots of research. So
me too.
Cam's sneezing in the background.
And it's time to get those heart-shaped dog cookies out and get the dogs happy.
Exactly. So we want to talk a little bit today just about how we all experience love. And it's kind of different between people and dogs. So with people, we kind of, for the way that we feel loved or experience love is through connection, whether that's eye contact, physical touch. Doesn't necessarily have to be like that. It can be a connection that you have with somebody. Like Cindy and I have never met, but I consider her a good friend. We talk a lot over Zoom and other things. We have a bond and a connection through our dogs that are both service dogs. So connection can be anything that the person finds valuable. For dogs, it's a little bit different. Go ahead, Cindy.
Okay, so dogs experience love through actions we do together, mainly games, teamwork, activities, things like that. So it's really important to take some time to spend with your dog doing some things that they like. Now, what do they like? How do you know? Well, they like things they find rewarding. So it may be a game, it may be giving them treats, it may be teaching them new tricks. They show love in different ways. Nick will follow me from room to room, and he wants to be near me. He wants to be close. Like right now, he knows he's supposed to be on his bed when I'm on a Zoom chat. So he's on his bed. But when he's given the opportunity, if his bed is far away from me and he's given the opportunity of being on his bed or near me, he's closer to me. My other dog, Poe, she will show me she loves me by watching out for me, and she will get between me and whatever she sees might be a danger. Other dogs may do it other ways. It looks like Azul likes a lot of sniffing and playing with his friends and making new friends. And Nick likes to bounce around and be loved on by other people. So there's lots of ways they can show love towards us and towards each other. And, little things like play bows and running around with other dogs, that's them showing love between each other. And you can tell, like Nick has one person that he continually watches for because that person gives him lots of affection and lots of positive reinforcement.
So there's a big thing, a lot of people don't realize that because humans and dogs are so different in the way that we perceive love, we feel it, we show it, we actually have to work a little bit harder to make those two worlds meet so that we're giving our dog the proper amount of love that they need to be well-rounded dogs, and they're also returning it. So there's a few things that we can do to kind of blend the best of both worlds. If you kind of think about it, right now it's winter where I live, and my average temperature in the month of January was about 8 degrees. So nobody in their right mind enjoys hanging out outside with a husky at 8 degrees. But I still made a conscious effort of at least twice a day, even if it was only for 5 minutes or 20 minutes, I was outside with Azul for that time every day because it's something he loves.
Mm-hmm. And to contrast that, I live in California in an area where it gets to be 100 plus for 3 to 6 months out of the year. And you literally cannot take your dog outside to play, not only because it's too hot and everybody will melt, but their feet will burn and their feet will get really hot even with shoes. So it's good to have some backup inside activities.
Exactly. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that Azul loves. First off, because he's over there snoozing, I'm going to start with belly rubs. And you can see about the time I stand up, his rear leg's going to come up in the air as that's his invite to, oh, please come rub my belly. So then I'm going to kind of join him on that nice comfy bed. And once he's had his, few seconds of rubbing, he would love me to do that forever, but I'll keep it short. We're going to kind of go into a hand play game that I started doing with him as a puppy. I call it the bitey game. And you might want to be careful with doing it with some puppies, especially at an early age. But for him, he had such a soft, gentle mouth so early, and it was just kind of our feistiness, make us laugh kind of thing. So he never once has ever come anywhere near to hurting me with his bite. It's always been this fun game that we play. So we'll do that.
It can also be used to help lessen the biting by teaching them how to use their teeth.
Exactly. By us turning it into a game, it was only done at proper times, and we both have to be in the mood. So he may not be in the mood, and if he doesn't enjoy it, he simply won't do it back, and therefore I'll stop the game. We want him to enjoy it because that's something that he does. It kind of gets us laughing and giggling usually. And then we're going to kind of end with a game I know he won't refuse, because we're going to do a couple of seconds of his laser game, because that is his ultimate love right now. Nothing, not even the sleep that he's enjoying right now, tops his playing with his laser, which can also be another no-no in the dog training world, because some dogs get hyper-focused on it. We're very, very cautious in how often we use it and what we use it for, so that I can keep it a high-value reinforcement and enjoyment for him. And typically the only people that ever do it is me or my husband, so that it's not something that's onto the world. It's adding value for us, are his main caregivers.
And a point on this would be Nick, who gets hyper-focused on things, does not like laser tag. So this is where there's not every dog is going to like every game. So if your dog doesn't like one game or one activity, don't worry about it. Look at another one. There's probably something he likes.
The point of love and working to make it increase your partnership and your bond together is that it's something you can both mutually enjoy being and doing together. So I'm going to head on over to Azul and let's see if he pops his leg up like he normally does. My bellies.
Yep.
Yeah, you like your bellies. Oh, the good old bellies. Oh, and he still has his harness on. Let's take that harness off. There you go. Oh, he doesn't like
has a harness with lots of buckles, so she can take it off without him getting up.
And lay down. I know. We'll get you love in a minute. Come on. Lay down. Relax. Down. Down. Down, down. Good boy. All right, Zooey. All right, Zooey. You ready to play? You want to play? Yeah? You want to play?
Mouth games are good to play with dogs because it teaches them to control their mouth.
And Cam wants to get all excited because he likes
that.
So, all right.
The mouth games teach them to control their biting so that they can control their teeth. So they learn that human skin is precious when it's like marshmallow.
Back up. Cam up. Cam up. Cam, on the other hand, loves my food. So he's going to get a couple of goodies here to eat while I get up and play some tag with Lily.
And I throw treats at Nick.
Hey, there you go. All right. So I'm going to turn my camera down just a little bit so you guys can see this well. All right. And Zully because we do this, I use this a lot to reinforce heel, or just following me around. So I'll move with the laser a lot, and it just adds value to the game for him. Or sometimes I'll stand back and just do all kinds of weird things. He's not used to playing on this slippery floor. Yeah.
You know, if I tried that with Nick, he would not care.
All right. Good boy. I'll also use this to do a couple of basic cues too. You sit? Sit. Very good. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, get it. Get it. As you can see, he pretty much loves this game. And if he doesn't watch the laser go away, he won't stop. It's got to go away. And I'll give him a goodie. And he's been extra good tonight, so I'm going to give him another goodie. And then I'm going to show you guys what Cam loves. Since he's here being so good too. Of course, he loves his cookie more than anything, so I'm going to let him enjoy his treat first. See, he doesn't care if he gets love while he's enjoying his treat, but he doesn't enjoy it. So that's more of a for me, not for him. All right, Cam. Can you do a staring contest with me? Cam, okay, look. Look.
Get it?
Chin. Chin. Yes, there you go. Oh, no, he's too busy looking for the cookies. He does actually love to do a staring contest. Well, back up. He knows I got one more cookie.
We're losing you. You're getting
Can you do that, Chin? Oh, you want a belly rub too. See, sometimes you got to change what you're doing to give them what they're asking for and what they want. He does love his belly rubs too. There. All right. And I will turn it back over to Cindy so she can do some of Nick's favorite games. Now that I got my dogs all hypered up.
I've got to get my, let's see. Nick, are you going away, Nick? All right, so we're going to start with, this is one of Nick's favorites. Not quite as much as his other favorite, but definitely a favorite. He loves his chasers. But the cool thing is, he's got a little problem where he gets fixated on stuff when he's out. So to work on that, not only do I get to play with him in something he likes, I get to switch his toys around while I'm playing with him. And so, oh, you stepped on your fishy. So he learns how to disengage from one toy and get on an equal value toy while we're playing. And if you didn't see him when I got up with the toys, you didn't see how amped up he started to get. And in just a second, okay, we're all done with this. Yeah, we're going to put these down. Let go. Because we're going to get something else you want. This is his absolute favorite. Yes. And he loves to play with this one. It's just a cat toy with a fuzzy on the end. And he runs around. We use it for our indoor flirt pole. And then I tell him things like sit. Sit. Yeah, I know. You're not going to play. Sit. See, he's very amped about it. Down. Over here. Down. Nice. Good boy. Good boy. These are, it's his absolute favorite. He's not much of a cuddly guy, but he has to get handled a lot for grooming because he's a poodle and that's just how they are. So, all right, I want to bow. Stand up. Stand. Oh, that's a pretty. Just sit. Can you do a pretty? No, I'm going to take the toy. The toy is more important. That toy is more important. Yes, I know. We'll play. Yeah. All right. Can we do a pretty? Do a pretty. Good boy. Yes. That's something new he's working on. So I'm glad to see him do it when we're doing play, cue, play, because he's thinking in arousal when he's doing this, which it's really good to have games that you can play with them that actually, in addition to being fun for them, they're learning something. All right, sit. Sit. Nice. Good boy. But it's also important when you give them the toy that sometimes you just let them have the toy to play when you're playing sit, cue, or when you're playing play, cue, play. Yeah, I know.
That also brings up a really good point. Since neither one of our dogs are very food motivated, that does mean we play a lot of games in our training sessions to help them learn. Yeah. It's kind of just incorporated into our daily lives now that we don't even realize we're doing it half the time.
Yeah, and with having been laid up for the last several months, it's been really nice having indoor games. You know, that's another reason to teach your dog indoor games is not only can you use them for affection and exercise, but if you're laid up for any reason, it's sure nice to be able to continue to work with them on a skill that maybe they need some help developing. Okay, out.
Right.
Out.
So we're curious to all those out there that watch our video. Now that you've seen kind of things that our dogs do to show love, we want to know what your dog does to show love for you, and also what you do to show love for your dog. Like going out in less than 8-degree weather to play with the laser light after dark every night, which was pretty much our January. Now I'm trying to trickle off that a little bit so it doesn't become such a horrible habit, but it's a little bit warmer out now. We can be out more, longer, so we can do not so energizing games outside. So what is it that everyone else does? There's all kinds of different things. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer, as long as it's something both you and your dog enjoy together. So let us know. And we will see you soon with a new webinar.